Did you know that a staggering 70 of women feel unheard in their relationships? Or that over 60 of them say they crave emotional connection more than anything else? Yet, despite all the advice out there, only ones of men actually embody the qualities that women truly love. Today, we're diving deep into the 7 things women love, but only one of men do. These insights can transform your relationships and help you stand out from the crowd. So, are you ready to discover what these rare traits are? Let's jump right in. Lesson 1. First up is listening actively. This might sound simple, but it's something that only a small number of men truly do. Active listening means really paying attention when a woman is speaking. It's not just about hearing her words, but also understanding her feelings. Imagine this. When she shares her day with you, instead of thinking about your next response, focus on her words. Nod your head, ask questions, and show her that you care. This makes her feel valued and understood, and it can strengthen your connection. Next, we have expressing emotions. Many men are taught to be tough and keep their feelings to themselves. However, women love it when a man is open about his emotions. When you share how you feel, whether you're happy, sad, or even anxious, it helps build intimacy. It shows that you trust her and are comfortable being vulnerable. Remember, it's okay to share your feelings. The third thing is small acts of kindness. Women notice the little things, like holding the door open, sending a sweet text, or surprising her with her favorite snack. These small gestures show that you're thinking of her, and they can make her day brighter. They don't require a grand gesture. It's the thought that counts. Fourth on our list is being supportive. Women love men who support their dreams and goals, whether she's pursuing a career, a hobby, or personal growth. Being her cheerleader is essential. Encourage her, offer help when she needs it, and celebrate her achievements. This support creates a strong bond and shows that you believe in her. The fifth thing women love is being thoughtful. This means going the extra mile to show you care. It could be as simple as remembering her favorite coffee order or planning a special date. Thoughtfulness shows that you're paying attention and that you value her happiness. It's these little surprises that keep the spark alive. Sixth is having a sense of humor. Women love men who can make them laugh. A good sense of humor can lighten the mood and create fun moments together. Don't be afraid to joke around and be playful. It helps create a positive atmosphere and can strengthen your bond. Remember, laughter is a great way to connect. And finally, number 7 is being authentic. Women appreciate men who are genuine and true to themselves. Don't try to be someone you're not just to impress her. Be honest about your interests, beliefs, and quirks. Authenticity fosters trust and makes her feel more comfortable being herself around you. Lesson 2. Confidence and boldness. Confidence and boldness are 2 qualities that stand out like beacons in a sea of uncertainty. Think about it. How often do you meet someone who walks into a room with their head held high, radiating self-assurance? That's the kind of energy that draws people in, especially women. Confidence is not about being the loudest person in the room. It's about knowing your worth and being comfortable in your own skin. It's that quiet assurance that makes a man truly attractive. Women love a man who can express himself freely and stand up for what he believes in. When you believe in yourself, others are more likely to believe in you too. Boldness goes hand in hand with confidence. It's about taking risks, speaking your mind and pursuing your goals without fear of judgment. Bold men are decisive. They know what they want and go after it with passion. This kind of assertiveness is incredibly appealing to women. It shows that you're not afraid to take the lead in life and in relationships. Imagine this scenario. You're at a social gathering and the conversation is dull. A confident man might change the topic, share an interesting story, or even crack a joke that gets everyone laughing. He doesn't wait for others to take charge. He steps up and makes the moment memorable. This boldness can create a spark that attracts attention and admiration. But confidence and boldness also come with responsibility. They should be accompanied by respect and empathy. Women appreciate men who are confident yet humble, who can take charge without overpowering others. This balance is what makes a man truly magnetic. When a man is bold enough to express his feelings and desires honestly, it opens the door for deeper connections. Women feel valued when their partner is willing to be vulnerable and share his true self. This emotional openness, paired with confidence, can create a powerful bond that many women crave. So, if you want to be part of that rare one of men who truly attract women, remember this: confidence and boldness are not just traits. They are skills that can be developed. Work on believing in yourself, take those risks, and communicate openly. With practice, you can become that man who not only stands out but also resonates deeply with women. Lesson 3. Empathy and understanding. Imagine this. You're having a tough day. You come home feeling overwhelmed, and all you want is someone to listen. Now, picture a man who notices your mood. Instead of brushing it off or changing the subject, he sits down with you, genuinely asking, "What's on your mind?" This is the power of empathy. Empathy and understanding are among the most cherished qualities women seek in men, yet they are often overlooked. In a world that sometimes prioritizes strength and assertiveness, it's crucial to remember that being emotionally aware is equally powerful. Women appreciate men who can tune into their feelings, who can understand not just the words they say, but the emotions behind them. When a man shows empathy, it creates a safe space for open communication. It signals to a woman that he values her feelings and experiences. This connection can deepen the relationship as she feels seen and heard. Think about it. How often do you find someone willing to put their own feelings aside to understand yours? It's a rare gift that can transform interactions from ordinary to extraordinary. Understanding goes hand in hand with empathy. It's about actively listening, asking questions, and trying to see things from the other person's perspective. For instance, if a woman shares her frustrations about work, a truly understanding partner will engage in the conversation, asking questions like, "What do you find most challenging?" Or "How can I support you?" This kind of dialogue shows that he's not just hearing her. He's listening deeply. But empathy and understanding aren't just about comforting words. They also involve taking action. A man who truly understands will remember the little things that matter to her. Maybe she mentioned a favorite show she loves or a book she's been wanting to read. Later, surprising her with a thoughtful gesture, like sending her a link to the latest episode, can leave a lasting impression. It shows that he pays attention and cares about what's important to her. Moreover, empathy and understanding can help navigate conflicts. Instead of reacting defensively, a man who embodies these qualities can approach disagreements with a willingness to understand her perspective. He can say, "I see where you're coming from, and I want to find a solution together." This collaborative spirit fosters respect and intimacy, making her feel valued in the relationship. So, how can men cultivate these traits? It starts with practice. Make an effort to be present in conversations. Put away distractions. Maintain eye contact and truly engage. Ask open-ended questions. And most importantly, listen without judgment. Empathy is a skill that can be developed, and it's well worth the effort. In a world filled with noise, empathy and understanding are refreshing breaths of fresh air. They remind women that they are not alone in their struggles, that there is someone who genuinely cares. So, if you want to be one of the rare men who truly attract women, remember this: empathy and understanding create connections that last. They are the foundation of meaningful relationships. Lesson 4. Unpredictability. Women love a man who keeps them guessing. Not in a chaotic or confusing way, but in a way that brings excitement and joy. Unpredictability doesn't mean being unreliable. It's about being spontaneous and surprising. It's those little moments that break the routine and make life exciting. Imagine this scenario. You're going about your regular day, and suddenly, your partner shows up at your workplace with your favorite coffee, ready to whisk you away for a surprise lunch. That simple act of unpredictability can bring a smile to your face and remind you of the fun side of your relationship. Women appreciate men who can infuse a sense of adventure into everyday life. Unpredictability can manifest in various ways. Maybe it's planning a spontaneous weekend trip or surprising her with a thoughtful gift she wasn't expecting. These actions show that you're engaged and attentive, keeping the spark alive. It's not about grand gestures all the time. Sometimes it's the little surprises that matter the most. Think about how predictable routines can sometimes lead to boredom. When every day feels like a repeat of the last, it's easy to lose excitement. But when a man introduces unpredictability into the mix, it breaks that cycle. He might suggest trying a new restaurant instead of the usual spot, or organizing a surprise movie night with her favorite films. This keeps the relationship fresh and vibrant, ensuring that both partners are continually discovering new things about each other. Unpredictability can help build stronger connections, as it fosters a sense of adventure and discovery together. But here's the key. Unpredictability should be fun, not stressful. It's about creating joyful moments, not adding pressure or uncertainty. For instance, if you decide to take a spontaneous trip, make sure it's something she would enjoy too. In this way, unpredictability becomes a shared adventure, strengthening your bond. So how can men embrace unpredictability in their relationships? Start small. Leave little notes for her to find during the day, or suggest unplanned outings. Be playful and experiment with new activities together. It could be trying a cooking class, going for a hike in a new area, or even just switching up your usual date night routine. Remember, unpredictability isn't about being reckless. It's about keeping the spark alive and creating memorable experiences together. It shows that you're willing to put in the effort to make the relationship exciting, and that you value time spent together. In a world that can often feel predictable, being the man who adds a dash of spontaneity can make you stand out. Unpredictability can ignite passion and strengthen your connection. It keeps the excitement alive, reminding both partners that there's always something new to discover together. Lesson 5. Setting boundaries. Women deeply appreciate men who understand and implement boundaries. Why? Because boundaries show that you value not only your needs, but also respect hers. Setting clear boundaries communicates that you are aware of your limits and that you take your own feelings seriously. Let's consider this scenario. Imagine you're in a relationship where one partner often invades the other's personal space, whether physically, emotionally, or mentally. This can lead to feelings of discomfort and resentment. However, when a man sets healthy boundaries, he's establishing a safe space for both partners to thrive. Setting boundaries starts with clear communication. It's important to express your needs openly. For instance, if you need some alone time after a long day, communicate this gently but firmly. This isn't about pushing her away. It's about taking care of yourselves so that you can bring your best self to the relationship. Now, here's the key. When you express your boundaries, be prepared to listen to her needs as well. Relationships are about give and take. If she expresses her boundaries, respect them, just as you would like yours to be respected. This mutual understanding fosters a stronger connection built on trust and respect. Think about it. When boundaries are respected, both partners can feel secure and valued. Women love men who are not only confident in their own needs, but also supportive of theirs. This creates an environment where both partners can express themselves freely, without fear of judgment or misunderstanding. But let's address a common misconception. Setting boundaries does not mean being selfish. It's quite the opposite. Boundaries are about preserving your mental and emotional health, which ultimately benefits the relationship. When you take care of yourself, you can show up as a better partner. Consider situations where boundaries can be tested, like with family, friends, or work. If your partner feels uncomfortable with your friends or family crossing a line, it's essential to stand firm and protect her feelings. This shows that you are not only committed to her, but that you also prioritize the health of your relationship. For example, if a friend often makes inappropriate jokes or comments that upset your partner, it's your responsibility to address this. Setting a boundary with that friend shows strength and respect for your partner's feelings. It indicates that you won't tolerate behavior that makes her uncomfortable. So how can men start setting boundaries effectively? Begin by identifying what makes you uncomfortable or what your limits are. Communicate these with honesty and kindness. For instance, if you need time for personal projects or hobbies, let her know that this time is important for your well-being. Next, practice active listening. When she shares her boundaries, acknowledge them and ask questions if needed. This not only reinforces her feelings, but also builds trust.